Hello and welcome to the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class A Northern Conference from beautiful Exeter Lane, Shooter Sports Pub, Exeter, New Hampshire. Paul Grant live on the ACST Facebook page. The season finale for the number 5 seed, locked in the 5th spot, the Taxman, Mike MacIntosh, coming in 140.98, taking on the former first ever ACST champion, Nate Lees, not in the running this year for the first time, always in the running until this year. The injury hurt him this year earlier on. Peter Crawford Jr. bowls Monday night against Nate Lees, needs 4 points. Tuesday afternoon at Riverwalk, needs 4 points to get first place. Cody 50 can get number 1. Nick Leach, not including yesterday's match, is now clinched number 3. Steve Pullen is 4th. Mike MacIntosh 5th. Donovan Pavlik, Ryan Southall, Aaron St. Cyr still in the running to clinch. Here we go. 5 strings for 14 points. 2 points win per string, 1 for a tie, 4 for total. Division rival, second meeting of the year. Mike MacIntosh leads off on lane number 9. That's beautiful 12-lane house. Scores on the screen every 5 boxes. Underway. Crosses over the check mark, broken up by 2 more. And now better odds, 6 and 10, a plank to help. First of 5 underway. Good start, spare. Left side of 6 back, 14 through 1. Nate's second to last match of the year, Mike's final match of the year. What's left? Doubleheader tonight, 6:30. Justin Giro need 8 points in Class B to clinch the final playoff spot. With Dan Lemon Drop Gray, 6:30 live from Bowler Armour in New Hampshire on the ACST Facebook page. That's being used. It'll be on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Day night doubleheader today. Mac is 7. After a spare 4, 21 through 2 in the first. John Aloha Alosa watching. Number 1 C Class B, won it last year. Art, thanks for watching. First time seeing you here. Rockstar Aaron St. Cyr watching. Close the deal Saturday. Magic number is 5 for him, possibly. That's it. Tonight, if Dino Dells takes 14 points. Otherwise, if he takes 10 or less, one will be the magic number. On Saturday with Steve Pullen. After the W leave the wiggle. Not quite. Casey McCool watching. Darren T, hello. Mac at 10, 31 through 3 in the first of 5. Season ending this week, early next week. Players already starting tonight. You can see the scoreboard hopefully at home. Stencil scoreboard. That pole gets in the way a little bit. Out of the way there for you. Greg Berger, Canadian land watching. Mac pushes right, ends up with a 1-2-7-10 leave. 6 lanes started in 1946, 6 out of the 1952. Several decades later on, Shooter Sports Pub put in. What a great job they do here. Good try, almost. Mac takes a 10, back-to-back 10s, 41 through 4. Owner of 24/7 Bookkeeping and Tax Services, Mike MacIntosh is your man. Business or personal taxes. If you're late this year, give him a call. It's on Facebook also. Flip Wing Eagle, it's a spread eagle minus a corner pin. Happy birthday to Nate Lees today and Justin Scally. Nate 40, Justin 41. Wisdom, more wisdom now. Allegedly. Nah, good try. 2 in the 4, trying to get to 51 at the half and 3 10s in a row. He gets a 9 that time to even 50 half despite the spare 4 start. The 7 lower to score somewhat, but a decent pinning other than that. The first year of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, known as the Pro Division, now in Class A. Nate Lee's won it. First time he's not in the playoffs this year in the 14th seed, courtesy of a knee injury. His second to last match will be Tuesday afternoon against Peter Crawford Jr. at Riverwalk Lanes around 4:30. That determine who's number 1 and who's number 2 in the conference. Lee's on the 6-9-10. Good second ball, slides behind the 3 right, 5 left. Nate splits the uprights for a 10, down 4, but up against a 50 half. The 5-10s will tie it. A mark for the lead. 5-time Pro Series runner-up. 698 high 5. And a 5 box in the last box of the match. To get that 700. He gets a 6-pack also. You each have 1. Second ball right down the middle, check mark left. Leads a 10. Good start, 20-2, down 1. Contact Danny Finn again on Facebook Messenger to join Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class A to Class F next season. Starts September 1st, ends in May. That's our first banana split for Casey McCool. Lakeside Lanes, always hungry, always growling. Everyone loves Casey McCool. Yes, they ought to. Good effort. Trying to get his third 10 in a row to start the match. Nate takes a 9, 29 through 3, down 2 fingers. Lost a tough match. Steve Kelly kept his playoff hopes alive. Steve Kelly, 574 to 572. Check it on the ACST Facebook page. Steve Kelly's YouTube page. 6-pack again for the second time. Londonderry, New Hampshire. Nice ball. Not quite. Wobbly 5 and 10. Chris LaFrenne from Western Mass. Good bowler. Watching. Nico Puharlo, Gary Diamond. Congratulations, the ACST playoffs. Navy's a 9. 2 10s, 2 9s. 41-38, down 3. Up against a 9. Mark, I'd rather have a 9 again watching. Went a good one. Hello. Nico, hello. Nick Norcross, thank you for watching. Nate 5 up, 5 down. You can see our friends from Canada watching. Nice, good effort, falls short. 8 left, 9 right. Trying to get to 48 through 5. Wait for the wood to stop by rule. Woody gets nothing, I think. No? Strange one there. 8. So 46 half, down 4 to the Taxman. Score sheet, please. Get those scores up here in just a moment. Official scores. 50-46, the Taxman, the visiting bull in the same division. Starts the second after the first, string up 4. It's already clinched number 5. And a big win against Peter Crawford Jr. with a 594 at Riverwalk a couple days ago. It's on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. The number 128 lead bowler pounds the pocket. 2-4-5 triangle. Third hit, pin it. High single 210. For a spare. Nails it! Second spare of the string. 16 of all through 6. Catchery broadcast later today on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe. Never a charge. Getting close to 2,000 videos soon. for 4,500 subscribers. High definition, Candlepin Network YouTube. Executive producer is Bob Lee. On the bonus 5, 1, 2, 7, 9, 10. And a spare 4 to start the match. Now 65 through 6. Clips out the 9. The Augusta, Maine special in Augusta, Maine, the owner of Mark Carrier. 1-7-10 lead for 7 box, 72 through 7. Hey, just a mark behind. We'll get to those playoff scenarios in the middle string. MacIntosh, nice ball. 8, maybe 9. 9 it is. Nudge the king. Steering right at the 7. Right on, spare. Third spare of the first. 82 and a ball through 8. So number 5 spot is wrapped up. The first wild card spot. He's going to be playing Nick Leach. Probably here with Legal Lanes closing. This is Mike's home house this year. Close Academy Lanes Pub, 125 Haver, Mass. Also. But here for the ACST. Off to the right, just 3. His mark's not as good as you'd like. 4, 5, now 3. 85 through 8. Want to clean it up in the playoffs. Against the red hot Nick Leach. Oh, what a comeback that was. Not quite to the 8 on lane 8. MacIntosh just missed, not by much, a 9. 94 through 9. We want to get a mark. So the top 2 in the conference, not decided yet. We'll find out Tuesday afternoon. That's Cody 50 of Peter Crawford, the number 1 seed. MacIntosh left side 6. Aaron St. Cyr in the 8th and final spot right now. 5 is the magic number as of right now. Again, just missed by a smidge. Mike a 9. Not a best string, but with 3 marks. 103. Will it be enough? Nate can win it with 1 mark. Mike's question, please. .46 through 5 for Nate. Down 4 at the half, box to box. Eric Hawley Sr. watching last year in the Class B Conference Finals with John Aloha Alosa. More in just a moment. He's in the pocket. He has a Greek church. 478, 610 right. Chasing 103 from the Taxman. Trying to send it over. What a try. Thomas Collins, thank you for tuning in. Nate Candlepin doesn't carry for his 3rd 9 in a row. Actually, 4th 9 in a row. 2 10s, 4 9s. 55 through 6. Down 10. Can still win with 1 mark with a 9 fill and the rest 10s. 2 marks would certainly help for the first 2 points. Right side 6, 9 in back, 1, 2, 4 in front. Great ownership from Rob Ficarra Sr. Great staff top to bottom. Nate, not again. So close. Big pin here. He has it barely. All 10s, all 9s. You think it would lead to a mark eventually. 65 through 7 can still win it with 1 mark. 3 blocks to go before the 2nd and 5. Leads on a crossover. 7. Object pin in front is the 3. Left is the 5. Behind the 3 is the 9. Wood to the right. For a spare. No. Nine. Now need a mark to win against tie with the 9 fill and a couple of 10s. And a 10, rather. 84 through 8. Correction, 74 through 8. 74 through 8. Down 11 right now. On the nose, 8. Good chance here. 4 and the 7. Unofficially 4th head pin it. 2 splits. He's on the board. Spare. Told you, 9s and 10s lead the marks. A strike will win it. A 9 drop would help. Each 1 for 1 in singles for spares. Bounces 8, 7 only rather. 1, 8, 9. The W, the wiggle. Now I must mark to win the string. 91 through 9. Missed, and Mike MacIntosh gets the first 2 points. The road bull in his home house. Up 2-0. And a close first string leads an 8. Low scoring first by the stand. It's 99 first string, and Mac wins it by 4 pins. Nate lost 10-4 to Steve Kelly yesterday. Steve Kelly not out of it yet. He can still get the 8th spot if Aaron loses all 14 points to Steve Poole on Saturday. That'll be a 5-string roll-off. So Steve gets in. Now back to lane 9. Lightly salts it, crosses over. Look at this, a picket fence. 7, 8, 9, 10, left to right. There's a bunch of wood to work with. You don't see that too often. Interesting wood. Oh, what a try. Dimitri Dallas watching Dallas with a knee. Bowling tonight. I believe ACST Class C playoffs. Candlepin Corner has the coverage. 7:30 live. Mac at 9 to start the second at 5. What do you East have? About 10 pins high. The better brother Butwell's bowler. Starring Lunny. Or is it Looney? Lunny? Did I get it right, Starring? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Matt Lane, hello. Michael Keefe, good to see you again. And again, crossing over. Gets a little bounce here. He dominoes 9. Wood in front of the 10. 3 pieces on the deck overall. For a spare. He has it. 4th spare of the match. 19 of the ball through 2 in the second of 5. Stephen S. Thanks for watching. Gary Down, good luck in the playoffs. I'm available. I'd love to cover you, unless you're being covered by Candlepin Corner. First. What do your Class D have this year? Mac breaks up the check mark. Now he steps to the setback. 5, 6, 10 left, right. Decent wood to the left of the king. 26 through 2. Not far enough left. Nine, 35 through 3 in the second of 5. 3 head pins, 3 splits here in the string. He's made both his single pins for Swiss. Nate is in the first. And Mac won the first, 103.99. He's 118 and change this year. Second best in the conference. Or so. Another cross, so it's 9 again. This time it's the 6. If that would just stop by rule. I happen that would. It's going behind. That's what I'm afraid of. It's roadblock. And that's our first Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Not a good time for that. 10:45 through 4. Up 2 points to none. Averaging 118.32. Up to date standings 142.98. He was first for a while, dropped down to 8th at one point, back to 5th now. Ask on the road. Playoffs. Going left again. No head pin hit this time. 137. Can't say the great things about this place here. Exeter Lane Shooter Sports Club, 6 Columbus Ave, New Hampshire. Great time, great for the family. All ages. Back. Oh, just missed a 7. We'll get stuck in the channel. It's a 10 and a 55 half. Back-to-back 10s. 4 10s in the match. And back-to-back 10s in the first also. Here comes Nate Lee. He's trying to make it 2 points apiece. Only down to 4. Losing the first 103.99. Madison Ryder, good to see you in the string. Congratulations on your impressive 172 the other day. Or was it 175? That was quite the story. Watching on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network, High Average Plus Tournament with Josh Daly, down 50 to 1 that came storming back to win it big in the second. 2-string thriller. Please missed the chance. And Nate starts off his second string of the 9, ties to the box, down 4 in the match. Mass averaging 114 in the Sunday Pro League this year. What else is new? Their highest average for a year, 119. Deadly bowler. 2-4-7-6 right for Leeds. Celebrated his 40th birthday today. Good effort there. I can't get the right side. Starry and Lunny. Okay, got it right. Make sure I get it right. With 2 ends, I figured it would be Lunny. As Nate Lee gets a 9 again. Now he's down 8 in the string, 12 of the match. Tonight is to the Class B Northern Conference 6:30 season finale between Lemon Drop Gray and Justin Ruggiero. But Justin Ruggiero needs 8 points to clinch the final playoff spots. Trying to hold off Stephen Post, who's the 9th seed. 6:30 live on the ACST Facebook page. If not, it'll be on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. The ACST page is being used. Now only one stream at a time on the ACST page. Leeds chops out 1. A banana split for the second time. We have one today by Casey McCool. Leeds an 8. 26 through 3 down. 9 the string of Baker's dozen in the match. There's Spears 7 in the first. Is only Mark. Mike 4 Spears. 4, 5, 3, and 7 is Phil's. That was a 6. Okay, it was a 6, not a 7 officially, so 24 through 3 make it. Thank you, Mike. And there's 6 in the first ball. So close again. A 10. 34 through 4 in the second of 5, down 11 in the string, 15 in the match. Its peak average of 119. High single overall, 189. High triple, 464. We mentioned earlier his high 5, 698. high 10 of 13-21. 3-10 baby split. 3 head minutes, 3 splits here in the second. And there's the second spare of the match. First in the string. Sitting at 44 and a ball through 5. Down 11 right now, 15 in the match. And cut it back to single digits. Here comes the tax man, Mike MacIntosh, the guitar man also. Sing us a song, Mike. He's supposed to bring his guitar the last 2 years. Let's get him to bring his guitar one of these days to a live promo. He wants a big fee, I think that's why. Up 11 right now, minus the mark. 13 in the match. Drills the pocket, ends up with a 2 middle, 4 left, 5 right, triangle left. Can't get to fire. He does get it after off the wall. Got the kick. Didn't go at first. Offensive rebound spare. Second spare of the string, 5 of the match. 65 and a ball through 6, second half, second string. And look at this. The W, 189, go down. What a cruel game. Not even a split. Remarkable shot, he got it! Whoa, Nico highlight reel! Would you take a look at that? Back-to-back spares the hard way. Spread eagle plus, no problem. 78 in the ball through 7. What a shot. What a spare for the taxman. Sometimes you can make a single pin, you make a shot like that. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. You get some half twister, of course. That's Paul Grant bowling. You make a great shot. How many times I say it? You get a lousy fill. The trials and tribulations of Candlepin Bowling. 80 through 7. I always say it's a funny game. Right to the banana split. Disappointing Casey McCool fans. MacIntosh, a 9. 89 to 8 in the second and 5. Trying to go up 4 points to none. And he leads on a spare next. Day-night doubleheader, 6:30 tonight. Big match tonight for Justin Ruggiero, who won the Class C Northern Conference last year in the ACST Championship at Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Mass. They get in the playoffs with 8 points needed tonight to clinch. Mac for a strike. It falls down. First strike for either side of the match. 7 head pinits in the string. 3 splits earlier. 99 plus 2 in the ninth. 9's a wild. 9-9-9. Try to double it out. 6 right, 2, 4, 7 left. Now his fourth split. 8 head pinits. Not bad. Just missed. Not by much. 2 left, 6 right. 8 in the strike. 107 through 9. Just missed by a speck. 8 box ends up with a 115. Second string, so both strings under average, but won the first 103.99, 115 second, 218 through 2. And Nate Lee's on a spare next. We'll put those scores up after Nate Lee's 5 boxes. Every set of 5 will put up. Leads on the crossover, takes down 8. 9 falls behind the 3. 3 right, 5 left. 8 in the bonus. 52 half. 4th head pin of the string. 9th overall. And a spare 7 in the first. Good chance for 2 in a row. He has it. 62 and a ball through 6 for Nate Lees, the birthday boy. Big 4-0 today, trying to make it 2-2 here in the second. You mentioned Justin Scally turned 41 today also. On the nose, it's a split, 3 and 2, 3, 6, 10 right, 4, 7 left, spare 8, spare 5, 67 through 6 in the second and 5. Fourth split on 5 head pin hits. What a try, can't get to the West Coast. Both had a chance for 3 in a row. Leeds takes a 9. 76 through 7. Middle string coming up next. We'll go to playoff scenarios. Scenarios, halfway point of the match. Things are not wrapped up yet in the final week of the season. Leeds in the pocket. More triangles in a bunch of these today. 245. 2 wiggling, 4 left, 5 right. For a spare. Up the wall. He got it like Mac did. 86 in the ball through 8. Needs another mark to win. He can tie with the mark 9 and 2 10s. 1 spare in the first, 3 here in the second. The former ACST champion. There's a nice ball, but 2 Akin. Look, that's a strange lead. Look at this one, folks. 2-8 left, 3-6-10 right. That is a youch. Yikes, nouch combined. Y-O-U-C-H. Youch. Not even a dictionary. Tough split. 91 through 8. Oh, what a try that was. 2 left, 6 right. That would have been something. And Leeds just missed by a speck again for an 8. 9's a wild. 9-9-9. 99 through 9. Final box of the second. 3 strings after this. 16 box to tie. 17 to win. Too far left. The 6 back again. And a great match Sunday here in Exeter, the Sunday Pro League Bowl. Great yesterday in the state tournament. The 380s. But he missed the mark and Mac's up 4 points to none. Another close string. Mac improves to 144.98 in the season. He's a 9. 108 second string. 207 through 2. It's an 11-pin lead for the Taxman with 3 to go. Our middle string starts just a moment. Here, the box-by-box scores first. We'll take a little break. We'll start our middle string just a moment. Low scoring close. The Rockstar Aaron St. Cyr on the precipice of clinching at least the ace spot. He can get the 6. We'll talk about that just at the halfway point of this match, this string, after each bowler finishes their first 5 boxes. We'll run down the scenarios. But Aaron in the driver's seat controls his destiny. 5 points the magic number. That with combination of Dino Della's losses also. So Dino's bowling tonight at 7:30. He asked me to cover the match. I'm already doing one tonight in Class B North. Second string not put down there for Nate Leeds. He got a 108. So 207 through 2. Nick, can you put that second string down? Second string total?
Yeah.
Score. Well, let's just do that now. We'll wait for Mike to come back. Let's show it right now, actually. So not including yesterday's action, not updating the standings. But Nick Leach, I think, took 14 yesterday off Steve Pullen. He clinched third now. Steve Pullen, I believe, can only get fourth now. Again, that's not official. That's what I heard, but I cannot confirm that. Mike is clinched number 5 with a Big 12 tournament of Peter Crawford Jr. on Tuesday at Riverwalk. Claims Ainsbury Match. Donovan Pavlik, with a winning in the division all year on, has faltered down the stretch. 134-118. The wild card can finish no worse than 8th. He could finish no worse than 7th, actually. He could be 6th. He could be 7th. He cannot be 8th. Because Ryan Southall lost 2 points to Logan the last string as Logan got a strike in the last box to spoil Ryan Southall's 14-0 win. So Ryan can be 7th. He could be 8th. Aaron Saints of the 124. Logan out of it at 123, 129. Dino Dellis has to win 14 tonight to give him a shot. If he does that, Aaron needs 5 points to win. To clinch, Steve Kelly took 10 yesterday to stay barely alive. They have 114 and 128, not updated here. So Aaron's match number is 1 on Steve Kelly, 5 overall as of right now. So lock and change. It's now the second half. Rather, the third string starts now. Second half in a little bit. Three, 5, 9, 10. Missed everything. Jeff Little Laser watching. Stephen Rogers, good to see you again. Deb Blanchard, 12. Mac at 8 to start the middle string. Mark Olette, thank you for watching. John Lascarbo from Butwell's watching. Third string on the way. On the crossover, right side triangle, 3 middle, 5 left, 6 right. A spare. 3 spares in the first, 3 in the second to go with 1 strike. A spare here in the second box, third string. 18 the ball through 2. On the bonus, we hit 2. Marks, I heard them all day. Only 1 above the average, just 6.5 for Class A bowlers. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. But he's up 4-0. A strange one here. 1-5. Center Wester, 8 left, 6 to the right. Traditionally called the 1-5-6-8. It's 2 of the 4 for an 8 for the second time. In between a spare 2. 28 through 3 the hard way. The playoffs start tonight in Class C North. Doubles match tonight. Candlepin Corner has the coverage. Back to us 8. 1 of them 8. Fourth box, third string from Extra Lane Shooter Sports Pub. Award-winning pizza. Great ownership, top to bottom. Clean. A breeze in the 1 as he missed it. And that's 9, 37 through 4. His slowest start so far. Hit a 50 half in the first string, 55 to start the second string. Won the first, 103.99. Won the second, 115, 108. Up 11 coming in. Just hooks left, 1-3-7-8 on lane 9. Billiards, darts, large screen TVs, award-winning pizza, great wraps, great high-quality food, great prices, and a full bar. Indoor-outdoor contest, trivia night, poker night. Something always going on here at Shooter Sports Pub, Exeter, New Hampshire, at Exeter Lane. Mac will take a 9 and a 46 half. Nately's
17 fucking times in the last 4 games I bowled.
Starts his third string. Mike done it his first half. He only down 11 at 57 half. 1 mark can give him the lead in the match, potentially. He scoots right for 3. 6, 9, 10. Good effort. Class is all but the 7. In your trivia book someday, who won the very first ACST championship match? Nate Lease. And a wood shooter for a 10. Gains 2 in the string. He's down just 9 in the match. Down 4 points to none. Lees on left side, just 3. On the 7, hosting the Mixed Worlds once again this year. Kansas sponsoring $1,000 to the prize fund and a 50-50 bowling ball raffle. You can message Nate Lees on Facebook for more information. Nice 10, 20 through 2, tied in the string, down 11 in the match. Chasing 46 in the taxman. Third box, third string from Exeter. Nate, nice pocket shot. 5 in the 7, no wood, no luck. Unofficially 13 hit pin hits, 8 splits. He missed one. Oh, what a try that was. So close again. Always in the running. Also Friday Night Pro League team Metro, the 6th seed in the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. Taking on Academy 2, 1 or 2 years ago in the first round. But they have Riverwalk Lane, Sainsbury, Mass. Saturday, May 17th. Candlepin Bowling Network has coverage of at least 2 of the matches in that first round. Through logistics. That's a nice pocket shot, 9. 7-pin holds. They won the first. Missed it. Wasn't there for 9. 2 9s after 2 10s. 38 through 4. Up 1 in the string. Down 10 in the match. Up against a 9. Another good ball. It's 7 this time. 2-4-7 opportunity. See if we can get this one. Got 5 10s in the match. Mike has 4. Lees there, and potentially can take the lead in the match as we're halfway through the match on doubleheader Thursday. 48 in the ball through 5, up 2 in the string, down 9 in the match. A strike to take the lead. Up next, he's got 5 spares in the match. Mike has 7 to go with 1 strike. Paul Grant Live, Extra Lane Shooter Sports Club, the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Class A Northern Conference. Page 4 sheet, please. Number 5 seed, the taxman Mike MacIntosh, and number 14 seed, Nate Lees.
Averaging a 3 fill. Is that good? That's not
See in the playoffs. See in the playoffs.
Yeah, is that good? Class A stuff? I got 8 fill on the straight one.
Mike says he's blowing Class Z in his fills. That's all right. It happens. Win is a win is a win. He's won the first 2 so far. It's worked out okay. Now he goes right, gets 5. 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. Let's show it again real quick. There's your first 2. If you just tuned in. Close all the way through. Nate on a spare next. Just missed number 1. And the 7 holds also, I think. Not anymore. Now it's just the 1. And the taxman with a 10 for the first time this string. And his 5th of the match. Second half underway, 56 through 6. We broadcast later today on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Hit subscribe. It's free. His high single is 210. His high triple is 505. Impressive. High 5, 769. On the nose, a little full, 2-4, 610. Good effort. Almost. Big match tonight. Class B North. Season finale. Justin Ruggiero. Last year's Class C champion. 8 points to clinch the final class spot tonight. Cannot get this 7. Can only be an 8. In a rematch of John Aloha. Aloha got drubbed 14 points last week, which hurt him. Must take 8 points against Dan Levendrop Gray, who was the 4th seed in Class C last year. Class B Northern Conference tonight, 6:30 from Portsmouth Boulevard in New Hampshire. On the ACST Facebook page, if it's being used by another streamer, it'll be on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. On to 9, 65 through 7. Boxing over. He's got the Nate Lee's 5-7, no wood, no luck special. Go up again on the object pin. He's a mark behind the string. Missed for a 9, 74 through 8 in the third of 5. Great job, Danny Finn has done for the ACST, which was once Class A and Class B. Semi-Pro and Pro Division, now Class A and B. Now it's a Class F. C in its 3rd year, D in its 2nd year, E and F their 1st year. The Bulls are loving it. Good prize money as well. 2 perfect spread eagle. Good effort. He made the spread eagle plus the 5 earlier for an improbable spare, and they're going to have puts to fill on it, of course. It takes an 8. Needs marked 82 through 9. He won the first 2 by 4 and by 7. 103.99, 115.108. In trouble here on the 3rd without a mark. Nate's on a spare next at 48 plus. Good ball, another triangle. 6 head hits, 4 splits. Overall 18-8 unofficially. Couldn't get to the 5, and Nate Leeds has a good chance to make it 4 points to 2 in his first 2 points. And that, the only ball is here right now on lanes for 10. Disappointing string, 92. 3 strings under average. And just 310 through 3. His home house this year for the ACST. And Nate Leeds, 48 in the ball, 2 in the string, down 9 in the match, can take the lead with a strike. One, 3, wiggles, it falls down. 1, 9, 10, 7 in the fill, 55 through 5.
Yeah.
Up 9 in the string, down 2 in the match.
Sure. It's not a good look.
For 2 in a row. He will not get it, I don't think, no. Close match all the way through. Biggest lead's been 13 for MacIntosh. Hit the wood in the ocean, no good. Good integrity, a 9. 64 through 6. Must make contact with the pin first. Did not. Bulls call it. He's up 8 in the string, down 3 in the match. Here in the 3rd. Nate, the birthday boy, 6, 9, 10. Three right, 5 left. And Nate splits the uprights for a 10 for the 3rd time this string. And 6th of the match. 74 through 7, late in the 3rd. Up 9 in the string, down 2 in the match. 29, the next 3 ties the match heading into the 4th. On the crossover, our first diamond. 3, 5, 6, 9 behind the 3, wood in between to help. That sleeper pin. He has it spare. 84 and above through 8, looking good for his first 2 points and maybe the lead in the match. 1 spare in the first, 3 in the second, 2 here in the 3rd. Leeds just goes right, comes back for the 2. There goes the 4. 179 on lane 8. 2 spare 7s in the string, 91 through 8. He's won the string. Max up 4 points to 2. Decent wood. For a spare. No. Nothing wrong with that shot. Seven spare, 9 in the box, 100 through 9, and now can take the lead in the match for the first time. Takes the lead in the match, 1-3-6-8, going into the fourth. Great pinning, all string. Kind of like the first. And leads, nice 10. 4 10s in the string, 7 in the match. More importantly, gets his first 2 points, 110-92. Wins by 18, and now leads the match by 7 with 2 to go. 317 to 310. Now a 4th string. We'll put those scores up in just a moment. Cross it over, another triangle, -1. Now it's the 3 left, 6 right, starting the 4th. For a spare. He has it to start the 4th. 8 spares, 1 strike in the match for the 5th seed. He's got a tough first round match against Nick Leach. 317, 310. Lee's up by 7. Mike up 4 points to 2 in the match. Now the ball is just missed right. 6, 7, 147. That's his match's highest fill of the day. His second 7 fill. 17 through 1 in the 4th of 5. Nate. He got it. Back-to-back spares. 27 in the ball through 2. Now he's going for an 8 fill or better. Fills a 4, 5, and 3 in the first, 7, 3, and 2 in the second, 2 in the third, a 7 here in the 4th. His strike fill in the second was an 8 fill. On the extra session, pounds the pocket, but splits 3 and 1, 4 left, 3, 6, 10 right. Spare 7, spare 6. 33 through 2 in the 4th of 5. Can you turn that wood over somehow? Over 3 in a row. Fizzled out. 4 in the 10. Knack, an 8. 41 through 3 in the 4th of 5. Spare 7, spare 6, 8. 41 through 3. There's a nice ball for a strike, almost. The 9-pin stays up on lane 9. It's 1 for 2 so far. Crunching 2 for 3. For a spare, missed it. 2 for 4. Nate's 1 for 2 on singles. Yet he made the spread eagle plus for 5 earlier without wood for a spare. With a 2 fill, of course. Half Worcester. That's a Paul Grant special, 1 for each. Just 2 today so far. Never a good time for that. 10, 51 through 4 in the 4th. 7-10 boxes for the taxman. He's up 4 points to 2, down 7 coming in. Smooth ball. Breaks to the Greek church. Maybe better off standing. 4, 7, 9, 10. See if we can give it a ride. Won't be easy. 4th headed pin hit, 2nd split of the 4th. Try to barrel over. What a try. Look at this one. 7, 9, 10. Youch. Yikes and ouch combined. Put in the dictionary, Webster. Youch. Why not? There are worse than Dick Train. Worse is not in there, so why not Youch? An 8:59 half. His best start. Third time in the 50 club to start the string. And Nate leads up 7 now after losing the first two. 3:17, 3:10 the lead coming to this fourth. Start here in just a moment. A lot on the line tonight at 6:30. Class B North season finale. Dan Lemon Drop Gray, last year 4th seed, won around the playoffs, taking on the number 8 seed Justin Mazur, won Class D last year. Justin must take 8 points to clinch a playoff spot. If it's 7, he's got a 5-string roll-up with Stephen Post sometime this week, I believe. And if not, Stephen Post will clinch it. As Justin lost 14 to John Aloha Alosa last week at Butwell's in Concord, New Hampshire. Dealing with an elbow injury, I believe, having surgery the 16th, I believe, this month also. That's not helping, of course. Neither will start in about 10 seconds. Starting his 4th string. And getting his birthday beers, him and the Taxman. His Truly drink.
Sponsored by Truly.
Are you? He should get sponsored by Truly. He drinks enough of them.
He sponsors Truly.
He sponsors Truly. That's a true statement, I think. Mike sponsors himself 24/7 bookkeeping and accounting for tax, business, and personal tax. If you're levying the taxes, get a hold of the tax man at 24/7 bookkeeping and tax incorporated. Until he starts the 4th and the 6th, 9, 10. Call him at 978-257-1287. That's 978-257-1287. These, not quite. 3, 5, and the 7. That's 978-25. Is that 757, Mike, or 257? 757 or 257? 257-1287. One more time. 978-257-1287. 24/7 bookkeeping and tax incorporated. And it's MacIntosh with a capital I, M-A-C, capital I-N-T-O-S-H, also on Facebook. Leads it now down 8 in the string, down 1 in the match. Rolls back for the 4, 1, 2, 7, 9. First of 2 matches today. Goes right. The league started in September. Said the playoffs be as soon as you think, and here we are. Pretty much there now. Leads a lazy 9, 2 9s, 18 through 2. A max 2 spares gives him a 15-pin lead in the string, and he returns to the lead, 8 in the match. Mike 103.99, Mike 150, 108, Nate 110, 92. He's off course again. Not a bad lead. 1 of the 9. Leads. No. 0 for 4 in the head. 0 for 3 in the head pin the string. That would to stop by rule. That stayed. Okay, remove it. Looks like it's going to roll away. And not in Ware, Mass, where roll-away lanes are. Knocks it down for a 10, 28 through 3 in the 4th to 5, down 13 the string. A touchdown in the match. He had 4 10s in the 3rd. He's got 8 in the match overall. Mac has 7. It's been well overall. Lucky 7, 1, 3, 6. 4th box, 1st string. 4th box, 4th string. 4 and 4. These, missed right again. 0 for 4 in the head pin. Takes a 9, 37 through 4, down 14 in the string, 7 in the match. He was up 7 up to 3, now down 7 here as he approaches the halfway point of the 4th. Going for pride. 0 for 5 in the head pin. 6 back. Way off the course. Next 2 spares to start. It turns around in his favor again. Leads disappointing half with a 7 and no mark. Surprising 44 half. It happens. And MacIntosh has a 15-pin lead in the string. He's back up to 8 in the match. Halfway through the 4th of 5. Class A Northern Conference. Max regular season finale. Nate has 1 more to go against Peter Crawford Jr., the number 1 seed, who needs 4 points to clinch Tuesday afternoon around 4:30. We'll have that coverage here live on the ACST Facebook page or Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. It'll be on CBN eventually anyway. Back in the triangle. Pushes through. Spare. 69 of the ball through 6 in the 4th. 3rd spare of the string. 5 for 6 in the head pin. Ten spares, 1 strike for the 5th seed. In the pocket, of course, a triangle. His 3rd 7 fill of the match. It's his biggest fill on spares. Trying to go back to back for the 2nd time in the string. 76 through 6. He has it. 2 spares to start the 1st, 2 spares to start the 2nd half of the 4th. 2 spares, 7 and 6 fill to start the 4th. 8, 10, 2 spares. 86 in the ball through 7. On the bonus, crossing over 8, his biggest fill, make it 9. And over 3 in a row. 7 to 8 in the head pin. 95 through 7 here in Exeter. 3 in a row. Bang! 5 with a Century Club plus a ball. 5 spares in the string. He missed a single earlier for a spare. On the bonus, another good ball, but he splits 2 and 2, 2, 4, 6, 10, 6 in the fill on his 3rd spare in a row, 111 through 8. And yet another head pin hit. 8th time in 9 boxes of string, 3 splits. Can he get this one? 2 full. The streak stops at 4. 7 spares, 1 strike the first 3, 5 spares here in the 4th. Over the short 2, does it. The unconventional gets a nice tag. That's a pretty shot, a strange one. 121 through 9. Design play. Not. Right now, looking good for a 6-2 lead, but Nate Lee's a deadly bowler. Up next now, 15 the string, 8 in the match, halfway through. 146, I believe, on Tuesday against Peter Crawford Jr. 7, 8, 10, V-shaped wood to maybe help. 90% in the head pin, 4 splits the string alone. Try to send it over. Oh, so close. Maybe a little more left by a speck may have carried. Good effort nonetheless. Try to get to 131 after a 92 third. It's a 10 for the 3rd time in the string and a 131 bounce back string for the taxman, Mike MacIntosh. 441 through 4. Still under average, but a good bounce back there. Nate Lees, he's a big half to make it 4 points apiece. No marks his last 7. Lees carries the pocket. 4 left, 6 right. Give him a break. First head pin into the string, though. Trying to kick the wood over. Good effort.
Yeah, make my way up there, right?
Leads at 9. Leads at 9. 53 through 6. One string after this. Nate, 1 for 7. The head pin, just 3. Not himself.
They told me they would give me the card.
159.
Or your whatever they gave you.
He's going to try to play spoiler for Peter Crawford Jr. Tuesday afternoon at Riverwalk, Eastbury, Mass. A 7. Just 60 through 7. 7, Mike. 3 blocks to go before the final string. Now 35 in the string. 28 in the match. Biggest swing. 4 finally cooperates. 3, 6, 10 chance. Leaves. No. That kind of a string. No good. Date 68 through 8. Mac has a 6 points to 2 lead. Trying to go 24 and 4 if he can win next string in the last 48 hours. Or less. 68 through 8. Nice pocket shot. 9 maybe. 2. Wiggling 8. Rearranges slightly to the left behind the 2. Got it by some wood. For his first spare that's going on the board. 78 in the ball through 9. Trying to keep total close. Going to the 5th. 7 spares. No strikes in the match. For the first ever ACST Class A champion, 8 leads. 40 years young today. He has a good ball. His setback leave. His setback string. 85 through 9. 5 and head pin this half after going 0-4 in the first. His last 3 fills 7. 4 overall. Also 8, 5, and 5. No spare fills. Wood must stop by rule. At least you're supposed to. With the 2 on the left. And he chops out 1 for an 8. And the ball to go. And doinks it for an 8. 93 disappointing string up to 110 third. Mike goes from 92 to 131 and has a commanding lead in a sense going to the final string. 441 to 410. 31 is not a commanding lead really, but it's a comfortable lead. About 5 marks or so. We'll get the scores up just a moment. We'll start a final string in just a moment. And a big one tonight, 6:30 must-see match, Class B North. Justin Maggio needs 8 points to clinch the final playoff spots against last year's 4th seed, Dan Lemon Drop Gray from Bowl of Armor in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Live on the ACST Facebook page. It's being used by somebody else. It'll be on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Mike wins a string. Will go 12 and 2 for the second time in the last 2 days. Tuesday, 12-2 against number 1 seed Peter Crawford Jr. To prevent Peter Crawford Jr. from clinching. Mike did himself justice by clinching the 5th seed on Tuesday. Has to go on the road. 441 to 410, 6-2. Back to the final string. For the umpteenth time, a triangle. Should have a PhD in this shot by now. It's 45% only, though, for Class A holes without wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Mike, no. Back at 10 to start the final string. Mac finds the pocket, takes 9, maybe 10, 10, throw the flag, illegal block in the back. Strike. And a strike 8 in the second, strike here in the fifth. +2 through 2. His regular season finale. Trying to get to 152 and 100. There's a double strike. Wow! Pulls away, baby! 40 plus bonus balls through 3. Tax the pins. Three times Mike has had 5 strikes in a row, a 5-bagger. Trying to get 3 in a row here in lane 9. On the road to his home house for the ACST season. For a triple strike, 2 full, 3, 10 right, 4 left, 27 on the first double strike box, 37 through 2, 47 in the ball through 3. For a sparing double strike, just missed. The 3 gets a wiggle. 9 the second double strike box, 56 through 3. 9, 65 through 4. The power of the double strike. Twelve spares, 4 strikes in the match for the number 5 seed. And a tough first round match against Nick Leach. That could be here. The leader lane's closed, Nick's home house. Mac back in the pocket. 8, 6 and a 10 chance. 4 for 5 in the head pin here in the 5th. His best start by far. On lane 9 in Exeter. No, the wood got in the way. Still stay perfect with a 10 box. 10 spares and strikes in Candlepin, a perfect game. Oh, so you got a 9 last box, my mistake. So 1 let in deck. Sorry, Nate. Read the wrong scoreboard. 75, so 1 pin in the deck, not perfect, near perfect. 75 solid half. Five for 5 in the head pin. Amazing. And Nate Lee's a long way to go in total now. Needs a 106 half to tie the match. He's done it before, many times. But just pulling for pride out of the playoffs for the first time ever in the ACST. We'll talk to Mike before we sign off. Maybe Nate if he wants to. He flops 5, starting his final string. One pin stands, number 1. Takes a 10. He's trying to go 4 and 10 for the second time in a row. Lost by 2 to Steve Kelly yesterday. Donald, thanks for watching. Dave LaRoche, good to see you. The 6th seed in Class C. Going tonight. Terry Turnbuckle, hello. Jason March for Butwell's Buller watching. 5 pins over his average, 6 over his average. 89 to 95 at Class C North. Good for him. Won a lot of tournaments. Getting better and better. Leads 2-1 baby split. Spare! $20 the ball through 2. Up against a double strike here. These 2 boxes. Tom Grasso watching with Bowl of Armor. Jordan Britt, Mr. Candlepin Corner watching. Good luck tonight. 3 seed against Dave LaRoche, California watching. Leads in the bonus 5, 25 through 2. Final string of the match. Thanks for watching. Try Liano, thank you. Oh, what a try that was. The Tornado Tim Douglas watching on the Cannabis Cancer Top 5 show. Thrilling fashion down the stretch on Saturday. Chad Beers, hello, first time seeing you. Linda Burnett, good to see you again. He's a 10. He's got a perfect start. 35 through 3 in the 5th. Down 21 in the string. Big in the match. left, goes right, not bad. 7, 1, 2 in the 5, behind the 1. Fourth box, fifth string in New Hampshire. He picks it up for a spare. 45 in the ball through. I thought it was tonight, Jordan. So it's next week. Okay. 16. Okay. So that's Friday night, the 16th. Okay, good to know. I thought it was doubles match tonight. With Rita Dallas. Okay. Stuff about the mix-up. So Jordan and Dave LaRoche, the 16th play each other, 3-6 matchup. Class C North. It leaves 3-9. The 9 goes 3-7-10 of plethora of wood. 52 through 4 in the final string.
That'd be great. You have to do anything.
For another spare. Oh, once again, can't get to the side to the 7. 52 through 4. Might get a double strike to have the lead. 10. Third 10. One in the third, one in the first, one in the fifth. 62 solid half. And survives a double strike down just 13 in the string, trying to get at least 2 points. He's down 13 in the string, 44 in the match. Biggest lead for the Taxman. Back 1, 7, 8, 9. We'll go to the running totals before we sign off. Doinks it. Ball comes back. Hits the 7 finally. 1-8 on the W. The Wiggle gets a kick out of that one. And Mike MacIntosh, the guitar man, the tax man, the poker man, an 8. 83 through 6. Darren. Full box 0. Nate Lee's wraps up next. Big one tonight, 6:30 p.m. Don't want to miss that one. Spread Eagle throwing the 9 behind the 3. Justin Majerus, last year's Class A champion, must take 8 points to clinch the number 8 and final wildcard spot. 7 to be a 5-string roll-up for Stephen Post eventually. And what a try that was! He made the Eagle plus the 5 earlier, almost a 3-4 split for another one. Matt Doinks it, roadblock for a 9. 92 through 7, the final string of his regular season. In a tough matchup against Nick Leach in the first round, 4-5 matchup. He took over late in the season. One great of late, unstoppable. 7:21 yards. Mac comes back for 9, 10, strike number 3 in the string. 4 in the match. $102 plus 2 in the 8th. Looking for a 12-2 win. You get double strike in the same string? Almost. The 7 trying to lean over to the 5, but it falls left. The 5 gets a nudge that close to his second double in the string. That would to stop by rule. A spare on strike. 112 through 8, 122 and a ball in the 9th. 2 great strings to run up to 3 strings under average. Won the first 2, lost the third, won the 4th. 3 strikes, 1 spare here in the string. False start in the offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. On the bonus. Crosses over. It's going to be 8. 6 right, 7 left. Give it a ride. 128 through 9. Great effort. Once again tonight, 3 in a row. 130 through 9, trying to get to 140. 10, 130, 1/4. How about a 140, 271 his last two for the taxman, Mike MacIntosh. He had a 594 on Tuesday, ends up with a 581 today. Shooting up for the playoffs against Nick Leach in the first round. Mike Lisler, thanks for watching. Nate Leach wraps up his second last match, 62 through 5, down 13 the string. A long way to go for 2 points, and a long way to go for 8 points for total. Total one might be out of reach. Need a triple digit half. Look at that. He goes left for 6, maybe 7. It's 7. 1, 3, 10. Flip the official scores up. Talk to Mike, Nate if he wants to, before we sign off. Just push right, not by much. Mike won like the old Mike the last 2 strings. Leads a 9. That's 40th birthday today. 71 through 6. And right now it's looking like 2 and 12 today after 4 and 10 yesterday. Hopefully we'll be back next season. Get back in the playoffs. First time not making the playoffs in the ACST. After winning the very first championship several years ago. 1, 3, 6, the 9 behind the 3. Tyler Reese, hello. Lee, spare! 81 of the ball through 7. Third spare of the 5th. 10 spares, no strikes in the match. Unusual, no strikes. Mike, 12 spares. 4 strikes in the match. Lee's bonus is a crossover. It's 6. 6, 9, 10, 7 left. 87 through 7. With wood to hell. No again. Tough break. And Mac looking good for 12 points for the second time in 48 hours or less. Made it 10. 97 through 8. Thank you for watching. Watch your podcast later on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Nate Lee's trying to play spoiler Tuesday against Peter Crawford. Trying to spoil the number 1 seed. It's a chance for the clinch the division. The conference. Won the division, now the conference on line. Here is his first strike, I think. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. How close to a strike can you get? Give the birthday boy a break. That kind of a day. Wow. Still shaking his boots. Which was misery spare. Final box. Thanks for watching. 107 in the ball in the 9th. Not enough to win. Could do if he strikes out. Gets 8. Mac takes the string. Mac takes 12 points. 115 through 9 on his 4th spare of the string. Another spare. Back to back. 3 out of 4. 5 in the string. He had 7 the first 4. 125 in the ball. And will fall short of the string. Mike's 140. Wins it. Chris Higgins, hello. Lee's wrapping up the match with 3. Nice string. 128 for the taxman. Wins it 140. 128. And Nate Lees ends up with a 538. Mac a 581. Takes 12 points In his season finale, Nate will try to take points to spoil Peter Crawford Jr.'s #1 chance for the conference title. We'll put the scores on the screen, talk to the bowlers they'd like before we sign off. Mike, score sheet, please. You done? Here comes the score sheet here. We'll talk to Mike before we sign off. Close match early on. Mike pulls away in the 3rd and 4th, rather than 4th and 5th. That's the box by box. And let's do the string recap. Mike 103.99. Mike 115.108 up 4-0. 218.207 up 11. Nate wins 110.92. 4 points to 2. Nate's up 317.310. Then Mike turns around 131.93 up 6-2. 441 to 410. And Mike 140 to 128 fifth. A great finish. Wins at 581 to 538, going 12-2 for the second time in the last 3 days. Let's talk to Mike before we sign off. Nate, if he wants to. Mike, the first 2 or 3 strings aren't your favorite strings. The fills want your best before you poured it on the 4th and 5th. Vintage Mike MacIntosh.
Yeah, get a little at the end there. To be honest with you, there's been a ton of bowling lately. I feel like I bowled 1,000 strings in the last week. This was one of those matches where nothing was on the line for Nate and I. To be honest with you, I didn't really want to drive up here today. But we got it through. Got a little bit of a momentum at the end there today, and we got through the season.
Now you get to bowl Nick Leach of all people in the first round. That should be a conference final potentially.
Nick Leach or I get Steve Poole? I don't know. You got to let me know on
that. Nick Leach.
Yeah, you sure about that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was 5 against 4, and I thought Nick went ahead of Steve. But either way, it doesn't matter. Either guy's going to be incredibly tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were a 128 bowler in the very fast Park Place lanes. Obviously, it has been the same. You were out for a while. Now you're getting back in the game. Having a pretty good year overall.
You had to say very fast Park Place lanes, didn't you?
Park Place lanes. Very fast.
Yeah, hey, it was a lot of fun bowling at Park Place lanes, but yeah, just trying to get back to that, I don't know, 119, 120 range. It feels good to be somewhere close to that lately. Yeah,
in this house, you earn your pins, too. It's a fair house.
Yeah, I enjoyed bowling here this year. I was looking forward to the challenge. I knew, listen, in this league, you're looking for a home field advantage. I feel like not a lot of people love coming into this place. So that was part of my decision, but I also like bowling here, so that's why.
Great ownership, too.
Yeah, great ownership. Love Rob.
Talk about I know you talk about your daughter Molly, your son Shane, about their bowling. They're bowling pretty well.
They're bowling really well. Yep, no, they're bowling well above their age bracket. Shano's not bowling right now, but Molly's doing her thing, and hey, you know, she just had a great state tournament. She took the all events for her age group, so she's pretty happy with herself.
Now, who's the better poker player, you or Nate?
Now Nate. No, 10, 20 years ago, I'd give him a run, but I haven't been playing a lot of time, much lately.
I know your tax season's over. There's still taxes coming up. People are late, still doing taxes for you?
Yeah. Hey, don't say this too loud, but I'm watching the Karen Reed trial every day. That's like my life for the last couple of weeks and the next few months. Karen Reed, I'm so into it. I'm just locked in. I don't know why.
All right, you got to bring your guitar sometimes, okay? Next season or something like that, all right?
We'll do something like
that.
You
going to bowl again next year in the ACST?
I think so. No, I enjoy this one. And my schedule's flexible. I can kind of make these matches happen on a random Thursday during the week, so this works out good.
Okay, you talking, Nate? You talking? You going to talk? My Nate's 40th birthday camera shy today.
Happy birthday to Nate.
Without the guitar.
Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Nathan. Happy birthday to him.
All right, big 4-0. 3-letter word for going 12-2.
Yeah, wow, let's go.
Mike MacIntosh teams up the playoffs, wins 12-2 over Nate Lees. Final score 581 to 538 for Exeter Lane Shooter Sports Club, X, New Hampshire. Paul Grant saying so long for now. Thanks for watching this great and unbelievable game of Candlepin bowling on the ACST Facebook page.